You know, sweetheart, it seems every day we're hearing now how Asa helped someone and how generous he was. I'm really very glad I got to know him and that I became his friend.
So am I. It's just too bad he and Delilah didn't have more time together.
Excuse me, Mr. Pike Buchanan has arrived.
Hey, Pike, you son of a gun. You're a sight for sore eyes.
Well, you sure look good.
Well, so do you.
Well, I feel real bad on the circumstances, though. Doggone Asa, I thought he'd outlive us all.
Well, it seemed that way, didn't it? Listen, you've met Vicky Riley, but I want you to meet Vicky Buchanan. She is now my wife.
Howdy there, Vicky.
How are you, Pike? It's so nice to see you again.
Welcome to the family.
Thank you, and welcome to Landfair.
Thank you. Right swell digs you got around here.
Sit down, please. We put you in the east bedroom, if that's all right. Clint thought you might like the morning sun.
Yeah, that's right. Considerate of you. I appreciate it.
Well, you always were the first one up at the ranch. I don't suppose things have changed too much.
Well, I'm a little slower now than I used to be. Fact is, I ain't been in very good health lately, and, well, to be honest with you, I'm a little down on my luck.
Well, is there anything we can do?
Well, shoot. This isn't the right time to bring it up, but it's been burning inside me all the way from Texas. Ace always said he was going to leave me the Crow Hill Ranch. And, no, I know it's not a very big place, but it'd be just right for me. And I was wondering, well, I was hoping that Asa mentioned something in the will.
Well, Pike, the will hasn't been officially read yet.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if he cut me out. Ace and I were always fighting like a couple of old roosters. We never did get a chance to say we were sorry. Vicky, I apologize for hounding your husband like this.
Oh, Pike, not at all.
Pike, we're just going to have to wait until the will has been probated.
Well, I've just been poor all my life. I guess there's no reason to hope.
Excuse me, Mr. Buchanan, your bags are in your room.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Harris. Well, I guess I could get myself 40 winks before the sermon.
Heron, would you mind showing Mr. Buchanan to his room, please?
Very good.
Thank you.
Now, don't worry about waking me up. Old Clint here knows that I got a built-in alarm clock.
Well, you always did. You sleep tender.
Okay, see you in about an hour.
Have a good nap. Oh, sweetheart. I feel so sorry for him. Asa didn't mention him in the will, did he?
Uh-huh. No, I made a point of looking for it. He willed the ranch back to Buchanan Enterprises. Pike doesn't get a nickel.
Well, me, seeing you sure does a world of good.
Oh, Bo, dear. My very deepest sympathy for the loss of your father. But you know, I believe in positives, and when you say something negative like that, well, you should give a little hope with it. So, congratulations, boy, for becoming a Buchanan again.
Well, thank you, Lucinda. It sure came as a shock to me, I can tell you that.
Mimi, how long can you stay?
Oh, only for one day. And the producer was furious when I had to break up the shooting schedule, but when something like this happens.
I'm so glad you could come, really.
Yeah, I know.
It means so much to me that you could come.
Miss King, Mrs. Shank, yeah, I showed you rooms.
Oh, thank you, Todd. We better get going. There's not much time until the memorial.
See y'all later.
I'm glad that Mimi could come. You know, I think that she really understood Asa better than anyone else did.
No, you can't say that. We all had our own understandings of Asa. You know, some were just better than others, that's all.
What was all that commotion? It sounded like a battalion coming through here.
Well, Mimi and Lucinda are here for the memorial.
Oh. Couldn't they find a hotel?
Mother, they're not staying overnight. And they were both very important to Asa.
Whatever you say, dear.
Listen, I've got some work that I gotta take care of, if y'all excuse me.
Of course. Well, I hope we don't have any more surprises like that. I don't think my nerves can take it.
Mama, you'll be fine. Have our dresses arrived yet?
Yes, I think we should go and try them on now.
Is Coast clear?
Brad, what are you doing here?
Does Bo know you're in the house?
I feel like a criminal sneaking around like this.
What do you want?
Your signature. This is a rather important stock transfer. I meant to show it to you yesterday, but...
But you were fired.
Yeah, well, one of the things Bo forgot when he fired me. Look, I don't mean to tell you your business, but I did get a bum rap.
Yeah, just give me the paper. I don't want Bo to see you.
Tell me, what else did Bo forget?
Well, he forgot that I was handling a lot of important deals. Buchanan Enterprises could gain or lose hundreds of thousands of dollars on these.
Why couldn't Bo handle this?
He could if he had the time, but he doesn't. And whoever he hires to replace me, they're going to take a couple months to catch up. By then, all this could fall through.
Oh, Delilah, what a terrible loss.
I just hate to see the family lose all that money. Of course, we could keep meeting like this behind Bo's back if you want.
No, Brad, that's not right.
Well, unless you talk to him.
Of course, Delilah.
I don't... Maybe Bo did jump to some conclusions about you planning all those bugs.
Delilah, believe me, I would never do anything like that.
All right. As half of Buchanan Enterprises, I'm rehiring you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now I have to go and change for the service. Mom, are you coming?
Yes, in a minute, dear. Well, Brad, very impressive.
Beg your pardon?
You get what you want. I admire that.
Well, you certainly have a lot of room to talk, Euphemia.
I'm not interested in your opinion, Lucinda. You were Asa Buchanan's favorite cocktail pianist and very little else. Why you feel you have a claim on him now, I can't understand.
And what about you? Down there in Louisiana, just waiting like a scorpion, waiting ready to get that stinger in.
I take it you two know each other?
Oh, why, Brad. Oh, it's so nice to see you again. Under such unfortunate circumstances. Well, Euphemia, this is a big day for the Ralstons. Yes, your ancient nemesis is dead. Mm-hmm. Of course, if they'd been able to find the body, that could have put the capper on it. Still in all, you did get his fortune.
I did not groom my daughter to be Asa's widow.
Well, whatever your intentions were, you carried them out beautifully. Oh, I'm very impressed.
Well, if you choose to be, you may. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must dress.
Oh, Euphemia, one thing. I know this is Ace's funeral, and it's something you've been waiting for a long time. But for his family's sake, do try to quell your urge to wear red. Hmm?
I didn't realize the depth of your feeling toward each other.
I just hate those catty women that pussyfoot around trying to get a man's heart, don't you know?
See.
Brad!
Amy, hi.
Oh, honey.
Hi. I know this is going to be very hard for you today, so if there's anything I can do, you just let me know. Okay?
Oh, you're such a sweetheart. Thank you. I always knew it was in there somewhere.
Well, Delilah certainly makes a pretty young widow, doesn't she?
Mama, she has suffered a great loss.
We've suffered a great loss. All of this house, everything in it, all of Ace's fortune could have been yours.
Mama, don't you realize that if I had married Asa, my life with him would be over? That all the good things that I have imagined would be gone? Mama, I have my own career now. I have my own life. And I wouldn't trade that for any of Ace's Swiss bank accounts.
Should have seen Mimi. She was really stunning.
See her. Put my arms around her. Tell him all right.
So what's keeping you?
I told you, boy. It's a chance of a lifetime. A chance to hear people who knew me say what they thought of old Lisa.
I really hate being a party to this, AC, you know. But I guess I'm a party to it.
You sure are too late for a quick exit. Tell me about Lucinda. She's stalking a house, pricing every stick of furniture. I tell you, that lady's got a mind like a computer.
You should have seen the way she lit into Euphemia. Too bad they discovered the bugs. You would have loved it.
Yeah, I would have loved that. I'll tell you something. Lucinda mentioned my will.
No, she hadn't had a chance.
Well, she will. And when she does, you tell her she got $2 million coming. I'll make her cry at my memorial.
Hey, so that's kind of cruel.
Yeah, I guess it is. Say, Brad, people saying good things about me?
Some of them.
Some, huh? See, I just want Delilah to hear just the good stuff. So, if anybody starts bad-mouthing me, I want you to steer away, or you tell them to shut their mouth. You hear?
Hey, so when are you going to realize I can't control the world for you? You can't even do it yourself.
What are you talking about? I'm Asa Buchanan. I can do what I want.
Yeah, from your little underground concrete bunker here. You know, if Delilah ever finds out what you've been doing, she'll never want to hear your name again.
I'm going to tell you something, boy. If she ever finds out, it'll come from you. And I'll tell you something. You better go to the moon if you want to hide from me.
Sometimes, Asa, I think that would suit me just fine.
The memorial service is a public remembrance of him. I think I should just leave that to Delilah and the boys, you know. Why don't you go and give them my sympathy? Make up some excuse to Bo and Clint, Delilah, why I couldn't be there, okay?
Good morning, Miss Vernon, Mr. Dane.
Hi.
Miss Pritchard?
Please, Sam, okay?
Randy. The models are here and the photographer's setting up his equipment.
Terrific. Hey, look, these are all the costumes.
Oh, these are great.
I went to a costume rental place, and I said, give me one of everything. I've got top hats, too, cowboy hats, everything. I figured it would fit in with the theme, you know. Everybody loves Landview Health Club.
What do you think?
I think it's great. You should come down to the office and I'll sign you up.
Hey.
Yeah, well, why don't we all just take an armful of these things and bring it down to the dressing rooms, okay?
Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't we go meet the talent first, and then we can see who fits into what.
Great.
Sam, you sure I can't change your mind about going to the service?
Yeah, I'm sure. Thanks. Let's go see these models. Okay.
Don't worry, Brad, it's just me.
Did Delilah talk to Bo yet?
No?
Until she does, I'm a sitting duck.
Well, you're safe for the time being. Bo, they all went to the church. Bo is helping Clint with last-minute preparations.
Give me time.
Me, madam?
Ah, yes, Charles, I know it's your morning off, and I'm sorry, but I was hoping you could help me with something I've been trying to get to for days.
What is it, Mrs. Ralston?
That. I want to take it down.
Yes, madam.
Ace's portrait?
Yes, it brings too many painful memories for Delilah. Did you find the key to the locked room downstairs?
I found a set of keys, madam. I believe one of them will fit.
What room?
Oh, in the cellar, there's a room that Asa built as a bomb shelter. As far as I know, it's never been used.
What are you going to do in the room?
I'm going to hide that monstrosity there. I don't want Delilah to know where it is.
No, you can't go in there. No, I mean, you can't hide the picture in there.
Of course I can.
Well, it'll upset Delilah too much if you take it down.
Well, for a day or two, and then maybe she'll see it's for the best.
But why that room? I mean, there's closets, storage rooms all over the place. It's very damp down there. It'll ruin the painting.
That'll be our secret. Charles, shall we take it
Yes,
down?
madam.
Why are you taking that down?
Because she no longer has any use for the poor man.
Because I don't want it to serve as a constant reminder to Delilah of what she's lost.
Well, can't you leave it up for just a little bit? You know, it makes the room feel like Ace is about to walk right in.
That's exactly what I'm trying to avoid.
Oh, Mom, I hate these rituals. Taking down portraits, throwing out clothes. Why does it all have to happen so fast?
I know, dear. I know, sweetheart. It's always like this. There just never is any time.
It's just so awful.
I know. Oh, God, I hope wherever Asa is, in heaven or in hell, I just hope he's watching this spectacle. God, he must be dead. We'd never let them get away with all of this.
Oh, Mama, you're being as bad as they are.
Well, that's just plain silly. Look what they're doing. Besides all that, they just haven't got an idea on how to spend money. Huh. Euphemia and her god-awful turbans. I just know they're going to fill the whole house with those ticky-tacky objets.
You have no right to criticize them like that.
Look, honey, all I'm saying is if we had the fortune, we'd know how to spend it.
Great. We gotta get out of here.
What's that?
Suitcase.
What's the matter?
Charles and Euphemia are on their way down here. They found a key.
What are they coming down here for?
To store something. I don't know.
What stuff?
I don't know. Come on, just tell me fast. We gotta get out of here.
Where am I going to go?
There's a storage room next to the furnace. You can hold up there.
Oh, woman, I tell you. You know what I can do? I can stand behind that door. I can rattle some chains. Tell her it's a time. Scare the old witch half to death.
So you quit stalking. Just walk it. Help me get out of here.
What time's the limo coming?
10:30.
The charter flight.
It's all taken care of. You won't believe this. I got a casting agent friend in New York. He's found an actor. He's a dead ringer for you. We're going to get him to fly from Florida to Landfair dressed as you. Everybody will think you just arrived. It's going to work like a charm.
Brad.
Yeah.
Nothing you do works like a charm.
Hey, Asa, one of these days, you're going to believe in me. All right, come on. Let's go.
How low can a man get? Going to a furnace.
It's all clear.
Church is beautiful, Reverend Carlisle. Thank you. The flowers, they're just exactly what Asa wanted.
You can thank these two for all the flowers.
Vicky and Clint, thank you very much. You've been so wonderful.
It was our pleasure.
Was there anything else we can do?
No, I think it's about everything. Reverend Carlisle, I would like to ask you something. Though, would it be possible if I could say a few words at the end of the service as a eulogy?
Of course.
Thank you.
Are you sure you want to do that?
It's important to me, Bo.
It's not going to be easy.
I know. It's, last gift from me to Asa. Reverend, do you have a quiet place where I can think about what I want to say?
You can use the vestry. I'll show you where it is.
Thank you. Okay.
I almost had a heart attack when you weren't downstairs.
I ain't staying in that furnace room no more.
You can't be walking around up here.
Why not? It's my place. Besides, all the servants left. It's just you and me. We're alone.
Yeah. The limo's here now. Can we go?
Just give me a couple minutes here. I'm looking around. Something doesn't feel right in here. I can't figure it out.
I don't know. The drapes are clean.
Oh, I can't wait till I have this place again myself.
Yeah, right, Ace. Can we go now?
Just give me a second. I'm in that bomb shelter. Uh-oh. My picture's missing.
It is?
Who took it?
Euphemia. I mean, I don't know.
Euphemia? Where is it?
She took it downstairs in the bomb shelter.
My portrait's in a bomb shelter?
Couldn't stop her, Ace.
I'll tell you something. I'm gonna murder the two of you.
Could you have left your purse in the den, Mrs. Chance?
I really don't remember, Charles. Perhaps I did.
Shall we take a look?
All right. The contents of the will pass you by.
Well, there's been no official meeting yet.
I know that, but I also know you. I know you wouldn't let a hot item like that go unofficially read.
Well, as a matter of fact, I have heard that there was a sentimental bequest for Mimi.
Oh. And something for me?
Oh, wait a minute. I do remember Asa mentioning $1 million, possibly $2 million for you, but I'm not sure he put it in a will.
Well, he better had. Oh, he better had. I got personal letters from Asa promising me my fair share.
Well, I'm not sure that'll make any difference.
Well, of course it'll make a difference. Look, I'm sure that Bo would never deny me what's rightfully mine. And if he did, well, I just would hate to have to sue the estate, you know.
Oh, Mama, there you are. Come on, we're going to be late. We have to get going.
I just found my bag. I'll be right with you, dear. Bye for now, Brad.
Bye-bye.
I know her. She sued the estate. Why'd you tell her what she was in the will?
Told me to.
Who told you to do everything I tell you? She ain't gonna get a dime.
Asa, you bewilder me.
Let's get out of this joint.
Well, that about wraps it up, Gary.
Great. Does the photographer need any help with the equipment or anything?
No, you've done more than enough already. Thank you.
Well, don't mention it.
I think Sam is going to like the photos. It should make a good brochure.
Yeah, I think so, too. Yeah. Well, I guess I better get going.
Gary, have you ever thought about modeling?
No way.
No, I'm serious.
No.
I think you'd be really terrific, and Dream Faces could really use you.
Marco, you want
Why
to tell?
don't you come down to the office?
Tell the lady I had enough of show business.
Gary's not interested.
You gonna come to the memorial?
No.
Marco, I know you and Asa didn't get along, but the guy did finance your movie.
What are you talking about? I thought he was swell.
Yeah, well, I have to pick up Edwina. You want to ride?
No. See you, Gary.
Sure, yeah. Randy, it was nice meeting you.
Same here, Barry.
Bye-bye. So long.
He knows Edwina Lewis?
He and Edwina have been going out with each other for months. You shouldn't have tried giving him the hard sell.
How was I supposed to know?
You could ask. Look, I'm sorry. Just go out there and deal with the models, will you, please?
Yeah.
And if any of those models decide that they want to join the club, just let us know. We can see about giving them a discount, okay?
Thanks for the models. They were wonderful.
Thank you. See you.
Nice girl, huh?
Yep.
I can't wait to see how those brochures come out. I mean, did you see some of those kids running around in parallel bars? That couple in the sauna? Groovy, huh?
Mm-hmm. It was fun, wasn't it?
Oh, a lot of fun. And wait until you see all the business that this brings in.
Yeah? Maybe I should give you a raise.
You have, dear.
Oh, have I? Aren't you going to be late for the service?
I don't much like the idea of leaving you here.
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
You sure I can't change your mind?
No, I got a lot of work I should do. Okay.
Watch the curve, Jeeves.
Don't be cute, Brad.
Come on, all the money I'm laying out for this limo, you'd think they could give me a chauffeur that knows how to drive. Let me enjoy it.
Brad. Shut up.
Boy, the hired help sure is getting testy. Bourbon ain't bad, though.
You better get serious, boy. We're at the church.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit in this car behind this tinted glass and crack the window a little bit and listen to what the people say about me as they go in.
You're not thinking of going inside yourself, are you?
No. Too risky.
Good, you get spotted right away.
And I don't want to give my bride a heart attack.
You mean your widow?
Okay, boy, get your monastic face on. You're about to memorialize old Asa.
I never knew a nicer guy.
Mr. Delisle, please give her my sympathy.
Of course. Well, look who's here.
Oh, it's Mimi.
And Lucy Shank, the prettiest woman Cherokee County ever produced.
Excuse me, they both look a little lost. Mimi.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm glad you girls can come. Hello, Lucinda.
Clear, dear, clear. Oh, if your papa could be here and see this, he'd be so proud.
Yes, I'm sure he would. Mimi, would you like to say a few words at the service?
Oh, Clint, I don't think I could, really.
Oh, sure you could, honey. Look, I've got something right here. I wrote a few notes on the way up from Texas in the plane, and here it is.
Mama, you read it.
No, dear, I wrote it for you. I even put in places where you could change it a little bit. Not too much, you understand.
Actually, Clint, I would love to.
Fine. Why don't you ladies come over and say hello to Vicky?
Sadie, I don't care what anybody says. Cousin Asa was always very good to me.
Oh, yes, he was good to our church, too. You know, he gave us that Moorcliff property. Of course, I don't know if it was for his charity purposes or for some other ulterior motive.
Probably both.
Well, Asa certainly had a lot of friends.
Yes, more than he realized.
I reckon my brother was just so busy he didn't have time to count his blessings.
Hi, Jen.
Been waiting long?
No, did you pick up everyone you were supposed to?
What?
Well, you told me you had a lot of people to bring, and that's why we couldn't come together in the limo.
Oh, yeah. I saw them outside. Hi, Vicky. Clint, my sympathies, of course.
Well, thank you. You remember my Uncle Pike?
Yes. Nice to see you again, sir.
Yeah, you're the fellow that took over for Chuck.
Yeah, well, I'm trying. Would you excuse us for a moment, please?
Of course.
See you later. Bye-bye, Clint. What's wrong?
I just want you to understand that whatever happens today, I did my best to stop it.
What are you talking about?
Well, Ace's disappearance.
Fred, you can't blame yourself for that.
Yeah, it's just that I'm worried that after everything's over, people are going to think differently about me.
Are you all right?
I just need to know that you love me.
I do. I should have come with you. You're taking this very hard.
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't see Delilah anywhere.
Well, you know, Larry, it's kind of hard facing all of these sympathetic people.
You gonna be all right, Pat?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to be fine. Asa and I never really got along very well, but I do love his family a lot.
Well, they're special people.
You know, Clint and Vicky helped me out a great deal when I really needed them. I hope I can repay them in some way.
Sure. Oh, Ray.
Ray.
Larry, Pat.
How you doing?
Okay, I guess. Actually, I had kind of a good talk with my Uncle Pike. He told me a story about when he and Asa were kids, and seems they made a wagon out of an old orange crate. As soon as the wagon was built, Asa started charging for rides. Wheeler dealer at the age of 8.
Has anyone heard from Chuck Wilson?
Yeah, he's on a surveying expedition in Alaska. He called up, offered to come back, but Delilah told him it wasn't necessary.
So many people. Asa certainly affected a lot of lives, didn't he?
For better or for worse, he sure did.
Well, shall we get on in there?
Hello.
Hi. Hi, Judy. Is Sam coming? I don't know. She was still at the health club when I left. Oh, okay.
See you later.
Yeah.
Bye. Well, it's probably about time you should go on in.
Why don't you save a spot for me? I want to check on something outside.
What?
My briefcase is in the car. Just want to make sure it's locked, okay? Thank you.
Hey, Jan, would you like to join Pat and me?
Love to. Do you mind if we save a seat for Brad?
Yeah, of course.
You know, I've forgotten all about that Crow Hill Ranch.
Well, Uncle Pike hasn't.
You know, it's just like Ace to pull something like that in his will.
He didn't even mention Uncle Pike in his will. It's as if he didn't care about his only brother at all.
Well, like you said, we can do something about that. I think as soon as the will's probated, we ought to just give the ranch to Pike. You know, Delilah, she'll go along with that.
Well, just don't mention it to Pike.
No, of course not. You know, just about the time I was starting to appreciate some of the good things that Asa did, he pulls something like this, you know? Even after he's dead, you can't trust that man.
Asa, how you doing it? Asa? Go inside. I don't believe this. He went inside. Guess who?
Marco.
Oh, well, you got the first part right. Now, for the $64,000 question. The crowd cheers, the drum rolls, the camera shoots to the audience and back. What have I got here above you?
Flowers.
Now, you guessed it! You win! You win! Get up, kid! Get over here! You have won a fun-filled afternoon with that fabulous, fantastic, famous ne'er-do-well Marcus Aurelius me.
This is sweet of you, but you didn't have to.
Well, you know, spring, a young man's fancy turns... I'm not going to name any names.
Shouldn't you be going back to the service?
Wow, I spent $1 on these. I want to see you enjoy them.
Oh. They're lovely.
So are you.
Now, that's an Asa Buchanan mine.
You know, I knew I shouldn't have left you here alone. You've been sitting around thinking about him, haven't you?
You need it?
Good thoughts?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I did kind of barge in here. I can run out right away if you want.
No, don't leave. It's weird, you know, when you think your feelings are really over for someone, and I've just been thinking about how kind he was to me and how much fun he was to be with, and I miss him. Oh, let's talk about something else, okay?
Sam, you were married to the guy. You loved him. You know, I'd be worried about you if you didn't have those sorts of feelings right now.
Delilah, he was in love with her.
He loved you, too. Look, I was with this guy a lot right before you two were married. He was like a man possessed about you.
Yeah. Well, he was that way with a lot of things. No. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thanks for coming back.
But this isn't over yet. You got me as a door prize, Toots.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad. Thanks.
How are you, sweetheart?
Oh, I'm all right, I guess.
You sure?
I was just thinking about the day Paul left for Florida. No. It was the day before he left. When we had Bo over.
Yes, I remember. You talked Bo into reconciling with Asa.
I tried. I remember telling him that it might take some time to make up with him, but that it was worth the effort. Of course, neither one of us knew how little time there was left.
It's such a shame they didn't manage to get things done.
I just wish I could have talked to Paul. Told him how much he meant to me and Bo. I never did get around to telling him I loved him.
I guess we're just about ready to start.
How is Delilah?
I don't know. She's still in the vestry.
Who's the mother now?
I'm sorry, I'm so
You remember my Uncle Pike, don't you?
Howdy, it's been a long time.
Where's Delilah?
She's still in the vestry. She's preparing a eulogy for Asa.
A eulogy? Do you think that's wise? She's been through so much already.
She wanted to do it.
Couldn't you have stopped her?
She says it's her last gift to her.
Well, I'll be glad when all this is over and we can go back to our normal lives again.
I thought you said Brad was joining us.
Well, I thought he was.
I don't see him anywhere.
Who's the minister? Guess we're starting now.
Mr. Buchanan, we're about ready to begin.
Reverend Carlyle, I'm worried about my daughter.
Oh, she's fine.
But she's going to deliver the eulogy. Perhaps I should go be with her.
Oh, it's not necessary, Mrs. Ralston. She's a strong young woman.